very serious and professional. But while I'm supposed to be professional and serious, I'm thinking about the most messed up things. And luckily, I've had this conversation with my wife, with Catherine, and she's the same way. And it made me feel better, but I don't know if that just means that we're both really insane. And if our kids are going to be really messed up. But seriously, like, I'll think of like the most bizarre things, and this poem kind of comes for that, but it should echo like how as we get older, when we have these great imaginations, even if they are bizarre, we tend to be more self-conscious of them than we are when we are kids. When we're kids, we're just kind of free to think and imagine, and if we think of something messed up when we're a kid, it's like, oh, I have Legos, whatever, like you just move on. Right? So, Vickers, that was for you, by the way. That was for you. So, that's where this comes from. Take from it what you want. Maybe you can connect. I'm sure you can all admit that you're a little crazy. Breathe on in. Breathe on in. No more time to ponder about that stiff old man standing still at the end of the stream, cane carved from burned bone, black patch over left eye. You wonder deep. Deep as when people say something and then someone says that the something that was said is deep. Deep as that, you wonder. If in fact the eye under the patch is open, and if it is, can it see? Breathe out. These days are teeth biting, and she moans about pains that Band-Aids can't fix, and you hate yourself for it and more. You scratch your itchless temple, pinch your bottom lip, and think. She says she loves you. Breathe on in. They are all serious. The kind of serious full of frowning brows and what some like to call proper English, along with hand gestures for each and every spoken word that jumps from their jaws. And while they seriously speak, you think about what their dicks and vaginas look like at that time. Behind all that bunched up fabric and beneath those tights. Nodding your head as you pretend to listen and partly worry if they can hear your thoughts, and then this guy's laughing because you realize they can't. You think you are crazy and wonder if you are the only one who thinks this. They get more serious. You think about shiny things and how you must be part raccoon because all you want to do is put everything that glints in the center of your palms and clench and never let go. You are as warm as the spit in your mouth, as lucky as a white cat crossing your path, and yet you question your sanity due to your fantasy of babies being cut in half when you should be focused on... You didn't laugh at that part. Yeah. You're like, he's going too far. Babies? It's awful. What an awful, awful man he is. I'm going to pretend that I liked it and I'm going to leave and talk about him. Due to your fantasy of babies being cut in half when you should be focused on stacking the groceries on the conveyor belt so that you are no longer stalling the line, breathe out. And so it lingers and waits. It lingers and waits. And you hold the fence against your back, but everybody else calls it leaning. The rust on it reminds you of the taste of batteries and how you love the smell of crayons, how it brings you back to your kindergarten past where your imagination was free forever and you were never afraid to fly. Why was it that when crying came so easy, you felt more safe? The tags on your back not mattering, bedhead and sloppy socks the norm. You knew you were not alone and that it was okay to wonder what an echo sounds like when it screams, or if the same color red that you looked at was the same exact color red in someone else's eyes. You dream yourself when you are pinching, time unfolding like old faded maps, breathe out. These days are teeth biting, teeth grinding. And that stiff old man still stands at the end of the stream, pondering with carved cane and bone.